Welcome back, talkers, or welcome to my channel. It's time for another episode of Playtests and Demos, where I test up-and-coming games and put my 2 cents in it. In today's episode, we're going to be doing one of my personal least favorite genres, but it's a demo, so we're going to try it. It's a horror game. People like when I play horror games because of jump scares. People like watching other people play horror games because they get jump scared while also laughing at other people getting jump scared. And it's funny, typically. That's what this will be, hopefully. The name of the game today is called Edge of Dread. We are going to head right over to Steam for those all-important first impressions of Edge of Dread. As we can see here on the Steam page, it's a spooky game. Yep, it's a spooky game. So, Edge of Dread through the pictures looks pretty entertaining overall. If you like horror games, I'm interested to see what this is about right here. This little place your hand on the next to the no face but arms dude. But it looks similar to like it would be something kind of along the lines of like Phasmo or Demonologist. In a sense, it is first person. That's terrifying. Yeah, that's thoroughly terrifying. Okay. It is tagged on Steam as an action adventure puzzle walking simulator and exploration, which you can tell in this little intro video. Oh, it's a shop. Yeah, it is by BSG Interactive. I haven't heard of them, but there's lore, and it's spooky. This is not my forte. Anyway, the Steam description says, a simple job at the mayor's mansion turns deadly. Plan an escape attempt through shifting puzzles and locked corridors. Collect tools, create distractions, and hide from the relentless monster. Uncover the truth and find an exit before a mistake ends the run. So this is a time-based game. My first impressions is, I don't know. It's scary, so I'm apprehensive. But, as I have said before, we are not doing just games that I like. I am exploring a whole set of new genres and games and styles because that is what playtests and demos are for, is for up-and-coming games, regardless if I like them or not, or if I'm terrified or not. So with that being said, if you're wearing headphones, turn them down, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of yelling, and we're going to go ahead and jump into Edge of Dread. Red Pines, the Burke Estate, February 27th, 1995. Ever since the crash on the ridge 3 years ago, the world has felt like a hallucination. The police called it a freak accident on a clear night, but I don't understand why my wife, why my daughter. The whiskey helps, but tonight I need to stay sharp. I'm only here at the Marquette to reach out. She still remembers who I was before the drinking. She says the mayor is a man who remembers a favor. The town has changed since he took office. His pharmaceuticals company has revived the town's economy, and he's willing to offer work to a drunk plumber like me. Fix the leaks. Get out. Oh, hello. The sink and the toilet in this bathroom are linking. Ooh, this is... Okay. Okay. Did I just, like, come here without any tools? ETUs. Alright. In the supply room, take the first left and keep going down the corridor. Cool beans. That's all we get? I like to run. I want to see how fast the... Okay, so it reloads pretty quickly. So this is not going to be Lumber Simulator. You just click and E. E to use. Oh! There seems to be 3 fuses missing. I gotta find fuses. There's no fuses in this. I don't want to go into the door that opened by itself. This is a trap. This is absolutely a trap. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Let there be light. That's human lungs. That's lungs. Why are there lungs in the bathtub? Is this a chastity belt? Oh no, I don't know what bone that is, but it looks like a chastity belt. Very small one. This is gross. These are bones and lungs. That's what we have to work off of? Bones and lungs. Oh, got it. I don't want to. I simply don't want to. We are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. Where does one? I'm not turning that on. I'd rather be in darkness. I just don't know where we find the fuses. Some sort of guiding force would be great. Oh wait, I can't get in here.
We present Bernard Horsfall as Harry Lawson and Jeffrey Banks as...
Oh my god. There's lore. That was super loud. Not like I'm terrified loud, but like based off of Emily's response to me, if she sees light or hears me. There's also broken glass that said something about making noise. Like everything has to do with making noise. Shut up, Mr. Radio. Dr. Humford, I've held up my end. I funneled the town's reserves into company and handed you the meteor fragments under the guise of research. But my patience is gone. You promised that those shards held the cure for Emily, yet she continues to be with her while you play God in that lab. I didn't build you this pharmaceutical empire for the sake of science. I did it to save my wife. The walls are closing in on us both. The guards at the prison are deserting in droves, terrified of the things they hear coming from your wing. And I can't keep the blood off the front page forever. I've already had to take care of Dr. Miller. One more leak, one more dead researcher, and I won't be able to stop the investigation. Produce results, Stephen Thomas Burke. There's pills here. That's never a good sign. I'm afraid to turn my light on. Yeah, I read that correctly. Look at this man. Terrifying. Okay. Again. We have found a safe haven. This room is a safe haven. Emily can't enter in here. But you know what? You know what? Maybe I need to stop being so scared. We haven't seen Emily in a little bit. Can I go in this door? No. This is the stairs. Let's talk about this, Emily. Let's talk about this, Emily. Let's talk about this, Emily. I heard her breathing. I heard her breathing. That was scary. I ran. We found Emily. We found where Emily was, and I feel like this game is telling me that I should open that door where we heard heavy breathing. But my instincts tell me no. But we're not progressing anywhere else. Like there's like nothing else to do at this point. So we're gonna have to risk it for the biscuit, I guess. We're gonna die. I think, is she glitched? I don't wanna, I'm gonna force this. Emily, let's talk about this! Emily, let's talk about this! Let's talk about this, Emily! We're gonna talk about this, Emily! Let's talk about this, Emily! We don't need to do this! You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this, Emily. You don't need to do this, Emily! You don't need to do this, Emily! You don't need to do this, Emily! This is not needed! This is not needed! You don't need it! I don't like this. Oh my god, I ran out of run. I ran out of run. I ran out of run. Ah! I still didn't find any fuses. And I'm hurt. I didn't find any fuses, and I'm still hurt. I shouldn't have forced it. I shouldn't have forced it. But I felt like Emily was glitched. So I had to force it. I don't have any more heals. No, Emily! No, Emily! No, Emily! No, Emily! Ah! I couldn't turn my lighter off. Where did Emily even come from? Where did she even come from? I'm back in the creepy basement dungeon. That's not in the basement. Okay, so running into Emily is definitely lore. But where's the triangle? Where's the square door? We have to put the square key in the square hole to unlock the square door. I don't... My heart's kind of... Emily? Emily! Get out of here, Emily! Emily just glitched into the locker and I about screamed with a mouthful of water. I don't want to leave. The last time I left, she just appeared. How am I supposed to find the square hole if I can't leave the locker? Oh, well, the locker is square. Well, it's more rectangle, so. I remember seeing the square door. I don't remember where the square door is. My memory was wiped when I died. Also, it is... the way I almost just died again. Emily is like top tier when it comes to sneaking up on you. I don't know. This is my home. The locker is my home. I don't need to leave. I can just stay here. I don't need to leave. Oh my god, fuck! Fuck! Wah! Wah! No! Okay. Emily and her fondness for wandering around now can stop. Emily! Nope. Get in the box! Emily is triggered by sound. Emily is triggered by sound. And she paces. Just like my heart. And paces between fast and slow speed. I don't want to move from this spot right now. Emily's right by the square door. I need to get into the square door because there's a key and a book in there that I need. But I can still hear Emily's feet stomping around out there. And I don't know any other safe place. Once I go through that square door, I don't know a safe place to go. What the hell? I found a fuse! I found a fuse! let's talk about this. Emily, 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 let's talk about this. I don't want to die. I just found the fuses. You know what we didn't find, though? The third fuse. Where's that last fuse? This game is edging you. You find 2 fuses and you're like, yes, I've done it. I will succeed on turning the lights back on. And then right before you find the third... No, Emily! No, 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 no! Ah! Ah! I don't wanna... Emily! Get out of here! Why am I not in there? Why am I not in there? No! I definitely got in there. I definitely was in there. I'm back to just having the square key now, and I'm so sad. We buy 2 of those. I did not. Why does it keep doing that? Is this still unlocked or do I have to find the key again? That's crazy. That is absolutely atrocious and wild behavior. No thank you. 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 Let me live my life, Emily. Let me live my life. I just want to leave. Stop it, Emily. Stop it. Okay, so this room is... Ah! In there, get in there. No! What? I don't know what to do. She grabbed me out of the locker. Alrighty, gamers, that's gonna be it for me today for Edge of Dread. I hope you enjoyed that gameplay. I both did and did not enjoy the gameplay as somebody who produced the gameplay. I'm not a very horror game person. I don't have a whole lot in my library, and the ones that I do have were usually bought for me. And also, I just don't play them very often because I am a very proud and very loud about it scaredy cat. I get jump scared to everything. Blurps on stream, my daughter poking me in the back to get my attention, whatever it may be. I jump at everything. So this game to me was sufficiently scary. If you like horror games and you play them often, you might be a bit more desensitized to jump scares or even just the monster, aka Emily. No confirmation on if the monster's name is Emily. However, have you seen in the gameplay? I did decide that pretty quickly because personifying it with a name felt right, I guess. Hey devs, if you're watching this, is the monster's name Emily? Did I figure it out after an hour? If so, thank you. That being said, lore is really interesting. Graphics were great. A few bugs in relates to like how the game ran and some graphic issues. I did report over to their bug report that they had in the demo. And then just, I mean, overall, it's good. Like I said, you might be a little more desensitized to it if you're a horror game enthusiast and you play a lot of horror games. The only person that's coming to my mind right now is Casio or Markiplier. If they try it, I think they might be a bit more desensitized than I am. However, I think it's a good game. I think you can still enjoy it even if you are a horror game enthusiast. I think it's a great way to incorporate both puzzles and horror. I personally like a little bit more direction, so not being able to find the fuses for nearly as long as it would be great. However, that's me personally. I understand the concept though, so I will not hold that against the game. Because you're supposed to roam around this mansion and find the stuff and survive Emily. So overall, though, I like it. I definitely will be adding it to my library once it comes out, and it's already on my wish list. So I say you should wish list it. Overall, it's a good game. Definitely wish list it. And if you're a horror game enthusiast and you want more first person or just single player horror games, definitely wish list it. You'll like it. I think overall it was pretty good. Even as somebody who doesn't play horror games very often, it was a good game. I just I'm laughing because it's funny now that I played it in broad daylight and it still scared me. I will have nightmares of Emily. Probably not tonight, but in the future. She'll pop out of the wood in my dreams like she did in this mansion. Anyway, wishlist Edge of Dread on Steam now. Thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed that playthrough of Edge of Dread. If you end up wishlisting Edge of Dread, getting the demo, or if you have a game you'd like me to try and put my 2 cents in, let me know down in the comments. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified the next time that I upload, but they do upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will see you in my next video. May all of your dreams become reality. Bye!